My dear friends, welcome to Indastro. I am Jyotish Acharya Naina from Team Pandit Punarvasu, and today let's talk about love. Friends, Mother Teresa once said, "Spread love everywhere you go. Let no one ever come to you without leaving happier." This is the importance of love. Love is something that keeps the world running and that makes this world worth living in. Therefore, on this joyous occasion of Valentine's Day, we are here to celebrate love. And on this occasion, I would like to discuss your love life in 2026. In today's video, we are going to discuss what your destiny says about your love life. This is based on your moon sign. And if you don't know what your moon sign is yet, you can sign up on indastro.com, fill in your birth details, and you will get your Vedic astrology kundli ready for you. Now, in whichever house and in whichever sign your moon is sitting, that sign is your moon sign. You have to see the number in which moon is sitting. And according to that number, the given list is there and you can identify your moon sign. Today's predictions are based on this sign itself. Before we start with particular moon signs, in general, Saturn is going to be in Pisces all year long and Jupiter is going to be in Gemini in the beginning of the year. In June, it will transit to Cancer sign, and then on 31st October, it is transiting again to the sign of Leo. Apart from this, Rahu will stay in Aquarius all year long and it will move only in December. Same way, Ketu is going to stay in Leo sign and it will also move in December. So these placements will have a long-term impact on your relationship. Other than this, Venus is going to be very strong in the month of May in 2006 because it's going to be in its own sign of Taurus, and it will also be strong from October to December as it will again be in its own sign of Libra. Since Venus is very important for your love life, during these two periods, your love life will generally be joyous and harmonious. This is a prediction for everybody, but let's see specific predictions for each sign now. So let's start with Aries moon sign. For Aries moon sign, Ketu is going to be in the 5th house of relationships. And due to its nature, Ketu is there to detach you. Along with that, Saturn is in your 12th house, which is also impacting your intimacy or intimate life. Because of these two placements, your love life looks a little bit tricky, a little bit tough this year. There could be a breakup because of Ketu, and only those relationships will sustain which have a strong inner connection and a spiritual bonding. In case you are single, you are likely to find a good partner in the year end after 31st of October because of the blessings of Jupiter. This partner will likely be the one who you will be serious about in the future because you will get this partner because of Jupiter's blessings. As far as married couples are concerned, your marriage is going to be harmonious and joyous as Jupiter is aspecting your 7th house of marriage until June 2026. Even after June, Jupiter will enter your Cancer sign in your 4th house, making your home life more comfortable and having a blissful atmosphere in your home. So therefore, love life is much better for those who are married as compared to those who are in relationship. Let's talk about Taurus moons now. For Taurus moons, this is a year of expansion. This is a year of new commitments. As Jupiter is in your 2nd house trying to expand your family. So those who are in a relationship may want to get married this year, and those who are planning to do so, this is the right year to get married. However, Ketu in the 4th house may create some issues and may cause some delays in the marriage, but the support of Jupiter will continue, and by the end of 2026, you will be able to get married to your desired partner. As far as relationships are concerned, Saturn is in your 11th house aspecting your 5th house. Therefore, relationship will feel like a duty and you will have to carry a lot of responsibilities of your partner. Your partner may also feel a little distant or a little cold. Maybe they will be more focused on their career for a little time. Therefore, they may not be able to give ample time to you. However, treating them with kindness and patience and trying to understand each other's perspective will help a lot. Now let's talk about Gemini moon signs. This year is very lucky for you in terms of relationship, as Jupiter is aspecting both your fifth house as well as your seventh house. So you may also consider getting married to your partner. And if a Gemini moon sign person gets married in 2026, their marriage will be long lasting and joyous. Even though Saturn in your 10th house is compelling you to spend a lot of time at your workplace, because of which you may not be able to give a lot of attention to your relationships, but Jupiter is urging you to fulfill your dharma and get married this year, or at least find a good partner for yourself. For Cancer moon sign, new beginnings will happen in the second half of the year as Jupiter comes to Cancer sign in your Lagna, aspecting your fifth house. However, your plans for marriage may get delayed as Ketu is in your second house, not allowing you to expand your family. So, therefore, even if you plan to get married, somehow your plans may get delayed until December 2026 or 2027. Your partner will be understanding this year and they will extend a lot of support to you. Therefore, you will be able to excel in life with the advice of your partner. For Leo moon sign, this year is very lucky for love as Jupiter is directly aspecting your fifth house as well as your seventh house. So, both your married life as well as your relationships are going to be harmonious and blissful, and your partner is going to be highly supportive of you. Married couples may have little bit quarrels because of Rahu in your seventh house. However, those who are single may get obsessed with their partner and may want to marry in a rush. I would advise you to take slow decisions, consult with your elders first, and make an informed decision because this is a matter of your life. However, love marriage is quite possible this year and it is going to be blissful if the decision is well thought through. As Ketu is in your Lagna this year, your intuition will be very high and you must not suppress your inner voice and use it to make important decisions of your life. Now, for the Virgo moons, love life is going to be a slightly tough this year as Ketu is in your 12th house and Saturn is in your 7th house. So, marriage may feel like a responsibility, like a duty. You may have emotional distance with your partner, or you may be so busy at work that you may not be able to give enough time to your partner or your spouse. Therefore, it is important to create a work life balance this year. Otherwise, Saturn will start pushing you and your partner apart from each other. Ketu in 12th house will also cause intimacy issues. It is quite possible that you might go on a long distance travel and stay apart from your partner for a little while. However, since Jupiter is aspecting your 7th house as well as your second house, things will be better soon. For Libra moon sign, Rahu is in your fifth house of relationships, making you obsessed with your partner. Your life will revolve around your relationship itself, and you may even lose interest in your career and your work because you are overindulged in your relationship. You must avoid that, and you must also avoid sharing your secrets with your partner because of the impact of Rahu. You may think about getting married this year as Jupiter is aspecting your fifth house in the beginning of the year and your seventh house by the year end. Therefore, you may start talking about marriage as the year begins, and by the year end, you may actually get married. If you do not rush your decisions, your partner will be supportive of you and your married life will be harmonious and blissful this year. For Scorpio moon sign, this year is slightly tricky when it comes to relationships. especially because of Saturn in your fifth house causing problems in relationships. There will be delays in finding a partner if you're single, and if you're already committed, then there may be emotional distance or misunderstandings between you and your partner. This is a testing phase of Saturn that you have to go through with patience. Moreover, Rahu is in your fourth house, causing quarrels between your family members as well. Therefore, you may seek emotional support from your partner, which you may not get because of Saturn over there. So, this is a tough time for you when it comes to relationships, and you must keep patient until the end of the year as Rahu moves to the next sign and your relationship issues get resolved. Some of you may even have to take a lot of responsibility when it comes to your relationships, because Saturn also gives you additional responsibility related to the house it is in. Therefore, your partner may have a lot of expectations from you, which you may or may not be able to fulfill depending on your own situations. Now let's talk about Sagittarius moon sign. For Sagittarius moon sign, Jupiter is in your seventh house of marriage. Therefore, it is completely supporting marriage this year, especially before the month of June. Therefore, if you're looking for a suitable partner to get married, this is the right time to do so. However, Saturn sitting in your fourth house may create emotional distance and rift between you and your family members. Therefore, you may have to concentrate on your family matters first and then on your personal relationships. The situation of your fifth house is strong, therefore, relationships will stay stable and your partner will be supportive of you this year. And as far as married couples are concerned, old issues may get resolved this year because of the blessings of Jupiter. And if you are able to clearly communicate your problems with your partner, after a brief discussion, all your issues may get completely resolved and you may start a new chapter of your life. For Capricorn moon sign, this year you will completely focus on your work, because of which your relationships may get neglected. Rahu in your second house may cause a drift between family members, especially you and your spouse, and there can be misunderstandings. Also, Saturn is aspecting your fifth house as well, because of which even unmarried couples may also face a lot of issues, especially related to intimacy and communication. Your partner may have a lot of expectations from you, which may feel overwhelming and a little too much. Your relationship may feel like a duty or a responsibility, and only strong relationships, which are strongly rooted and based on a spiritual bonding, will survive this time. For those who are single and want to get married, second half of the year is ideal for you as Jupiter enters your seventh house in Cancer sign on 2nd June in 2026. Therefore, you must start looking for your partner accordingly. Saturn's 10th aspect is also falling on your 12th house. Therefore, you may feel emotionally as well as physically distant from your partners, as well as 12th house is the house of intimacy. Therefore, your relationships need a lot of patience this year. For Aquarius moon sign, Rahu is sitting in your Lagna and Jupiter in your fifth house. Jupiter here will push you to turn your relationships into a more solid commitment. However, Saturn in your second house will try to delay your marriage, especially because Ketu is also in your seventh house, trying to detach you from your partner. Therefore, your marriage plans may get delayed. The couples who are already married may go through a testing period because of the position of Saturn as well as Ketu. Therefore, you need to be very patient this year. However, those who are not married may have a slightly better year in terms of love life and relationships. This year is not so ideal to get married. Therefore, you may wait until year end before you make your marriage plans. Now let's talk about last but not the least, Pisces moon sign. Pisces moon sign are very lucky this year in terms of relationship. However, their complete focus will be on their work because of Saturn in their Lagna. But their partner will be very supportive of them and will give you good advice which will help you in your career as well. You may think of getting married this year as Jupiter is in your fourth house trying to expand your family. However, you must stay patient and take an informed decision because Saturn is urging you to take slow and steady steps in all aspects of your life. Moreover, your marriage plans will also get delayed because of the seventh aspect of your Saturn falling directly on your seventh house of marriage. It is quite possible that you and your partner may take a foreign trip this year that will make your relationship even stronger. It will also be a good idea to take a vacation with your partner in order to soothe the relationship issues which are prevailing since last year because of the impact of Saturn. Those who are single may find a suitable partner between the month of June to October when Jupiter is in their fifth house in Cancer sign. This strongly placed Jupiter will bless your relationships and bring you a wonderful partner that will be worthy of your trust and care. So, dear friends, this was your love life in 2026. And if you have more questions, you can ask us in the comments and also tell us what more do you want to know about your destiny and your personal birth chart. You can always visit indastro.com and book a consultation with our expert astrologers. You can also order a written report that will reveal different aspects of your life in detail with a lot of precision. So subscribe to our channel Indastro Talk and visit indastro.com right now. Namaste. Jai Shri Ram.